Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I just want to give you a special shout out. I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community over here at The Aesthetic Dollar. My name is Emily and I'm the owner and designer behind The Aesthetic Dollar, which is a budgeting brand, and I design simple and minimal budgeting tools to bring the fun and aesthetic back into budgeting. I'm married to my husband Chris and we have 4 kiddos under the age of 10. We got started with the zero-based budget and cash stuffing methods back in 2017 and are currently working on saving up 6 months worth of expenses for a fully funded emergency fund. This will lead us to our ultimate goals, which are to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. Well, hey you guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to be doing a cash stuffing for the 3rd week of October, and we are stuffing a total of $1,615 into our sinking funds and our savings challenges. And I did recently update my setup, so if you missed that video, it was posted the day before this one, but you're gonna see new cash envelopes and new binders in this video, and I am just so excited for a fresh setup. It's just been a while, and it was definitely time for something different. I feel like for me, and I mentioned this in the other video, but I feel like for me, I get bored if things stay the same for too long, and I don't want to get bored with cash stuffing because it's just so effective and it's made such a difference in our life and in our finances. So if something as simple as changing my setup is going to re-excite me about cash stuffing, I'm definitely going to do it. And on the other side of it, like just to get really real with you guys, I also get really bored with editing if it's kind of the same thing over and over. So I will be honest, I was so excited to edit the video where I updated my setup, and I feel like I'm going to be so excited to edit videos moving forward with the new setup. I also explained how I do my cash planning in the previous video as well. So this is my cash planning notepad, and it's what I'm going to be looking at off camera. So ahead of time, I determined my categories that I'm stuffing, the amounts, and the denominations for both sinking funds and savings challenges. So this is what I'm going to be looking at off to the side, and I also explained how I put together my teller slip as well. So like I said, if you missed that video, definitely check it out because it answers a lot of the questions you guys have been asking. So first things first, I'm going to take out my receipts, and we are going to get, well, I guess I just have one. I thought I had more than that, but maybe I already scanned them in. I don't remember. But I always scan my receipts into Fetch Rewards because it is my favorite rewards app. It's super simple to use, and all you do is scan in your receipts, and then those receipts turn into points, and you can redeem the points for gift cards. So I always leave my referral code in the description in case you guys want to check it out, because we both get bonus points when you scan in your first receipt. And yeah, it's really the only rewards app that I've consistently used just because it is so simple. And you can scan in both paper receipts and digital receipts. So it is pretty awesome. I feel like it's taking forever to fill up this cash container. I don't know why. I think it's because since I've been cash stuffing at the shop, I don't put my husband's change in there. We just have it in like a separate mason jar at home. So maybe sometime I'll bring that here so that I can add it to that while I'm cash stuffing. But towards the end of the year, we'll bring that to the bank and get it cashed in. I do also have some $1 bills that I'm going to be adding into our $1 savings challenge kind of more towards the end. And then we are just going to go ahead and get stuffing the envelope. So I do have $20 left over in my personal spending. I'm going to be adding 30. So I have 50 for this week, and this is just, my husband and I mostly just use this money for any just spending that we want to do. Typically, I like to maybe stop and get a drink at the gas station because I do drive an hour round trip to pick up Eli every day. So sometimes I like to just stop and get like a little snack for the road. But, and then I also have Chris's $30, which I always put in my wallet to give to him later. And then food and drinks. Oh, I actually don't think I stuffed this one, which is crazy. Yeah, because I took my sinking fund out, so I didn't even think about cash stuffing this one. But you know what? I think I'll just pull out of miscellaneous because that's exactly what miscellaneous is for. So I'm actually going to be stuffing a little bit out of this envelope into my wallet. So I think, actually, I'm going to come back to this one because I have a couple, or at least one new envelope in here that I'm going to be stuffing. So self-care, which is basically my nail envelope. always gets 20 every week. So I added rink rat treats because my kids, I have 2 kids in hockey, but 1 in travel hockey. But anytime we go to a hockey game, my kids are always asking for something from the vending machine or something from concessions. Even if I bring snacks, it doesn't matter. It's not as good. It could literally be the same thing. And so it's just something fun that I like to do for them. And it also keeps them excited about going because they don't really have a choice. So for my miscellaneous envelope this week, I did $20 and I split it up into 1 10 and 2 5s. So I think what I'm going to do is put $10 in rink rat treats. I don't think we really have, I don't think we have any games or anything because we're technically on MEA break right now. So this might be an envelope that I just kind of let build up a little bit. And then the kids' yes envelope, I normally do $10 in this envelope. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. This is actually a really nice 10. I'm gonna swap it out for one that's not so great. This is just if we're out and about and the kids want something. And then kindness and miscellaneous, I planned my $5. I just decided to put it into 1 envelope, but normally I would do 5 for kindness and 5 for miscellaneous, but I figured I would just make 1 envelope for both of them. So for food and drinks, I really don't want to do a 50. So this is really just for me to go out and grab lunch if I want to. There's not really a lunch you can grab for $10. I don't know. I might figure that out later. Or just take a 20 out of the ATM or something like that. Because we were under, if you watched my video I posted yesterday, we were under budget for this week's cash stuffing. So I could technically grab some money out of the ATM. But yeah, this looks good. So these are my new cash envelopes for my wallet and my new, what was I going to say? I don't even remember what I was going to say. Anyway, what I wanted to say though, for sure is, okay, rink rat is, in case you don't live in the United States, because I don't think it's a slang term, but it's what we call younger siblings or older siblings, I guess too, that are at the hockey rink all the time. That we call them rink rats. And so they just like eat a ton of food and run around with their friends. And that's just what we call them. So since that's a slang term, and if you don't come from a hockey family, you might not know what that means. So that's what that means. All right, and then we will just jump right into my short-term sinking funds. I have not really taken the time to decorate these binders yet. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. There are some new things coming to the shop, so I might wait until those things arrive and then add them to my setup, because I think I'm really, well, I know I'm really excited about them. So in clothing and shoes, we have 50, 70, 90, 110. And this is a new binder, so it's not really broken in yet. So it's kind of not wanting to lay flat. So I break my binders in slowly over time. And yeah, all my other binders were very broken in, so it's kind of weird getting used to. So I combined my health and beauty envelope. So we're adding 20, and now we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370. So this is for anything that we might need to take care of ourselves, you know, like personal hygiene things, but also for like supplements and medicine or anything we might need in the house. Home care is getting $10. So we have 1, 200, 220, 240, 250. So this was my old home envelope. So things like toilet paper and paper towels and cleaning supplies. And then I made a separate envelope for home decor because everything was bundled into one envelope, and I'm somebody that loves buying home decor, so I didn't want to leave my family high and dry by not paying attention to how much is in the envelope. Bo and Ziva are our 2 German Shepherds. They are getting 10, so they have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 380. I did also mention with this new design of envelope, you guys have to let me know if you like it. I like it for my envelopes, but I want to know if you guys like it so that I can bring it to the shop if you do. Ted and Muffin are cats, and they got 10, so they have 100, 10, 20, 30. Hens and roosters are getting $20. So we have 50, 1, 150, 170. family fun is getting $10. So we have 30. I spent some of this money when we had Rowan's, or on Rowan's birthday. I took her to get her toes done. We got a pedicure, so I spent some of that. Date night is going to be getting 20. So we have 50, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Is that right? Yeah, 170 is our anniversary at the end of this month. So hopefully we'll be able to go on a date night. Open door policy was formerly my entertaining envelope. So we have 60. So just, it's for when we have people over so that we can make sure that we have food and drinks and things to entertain with. So we already grabbed the cash that I had budgeted for miscellaneous and put it in my wallet. So that is it for short-term sinking funds. Next, we will do our long-term sinking funds. So if you can't tell, I'm definitely kind of went for more of like a fall neutral type vibe for my setup. So support local farmers. This is for our half cow and our half pig, and we get a half cow and a half pig from local farmers. So I just put support local farmers because that is something I'm very passionate about. My brother-in-law is a third or fourth generation farmer, and they do corn, soybeans, and pigs. So 2,000, 1, 2, 250, 3, 350. So 3 more weeks, and this will actually be fully funded. We will probably be getting another half cow within the next month or two, and then our half pig we won't get until next year. So emergency vet is getting 100. So we have 2,000 in the bank, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2,400 in emergency vet. Our medical fund, we are adding 200. So we have 2,000, 4,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 556. So I feel like I counted more than that. 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 4,600. Vehicle maintenance will also be getting 100. So we have 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, $1,100. Tabs and registration is fully funded with 1,000. Hockey fund. So I combined hockey rink and hockey into one just because since we moved, and hockey is getting 20. Since we moved, we have a pond now, so we don't need to save up for a liner or anything like that. So we have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 870, 880, 890, 900. So what is that? 1,900. So this is just for hockey equipment, fees, hotel stays. School fund, we are doing $10. This is for both back to school and for like any types of, I don't know, things that come up during the school year. So we have 530. Garden and lawn care, we are adding 20. So we have 140. And I did explain my categories in the other video as well. But since some of my categories have changed, I'm kind of still explaining them in this video too. The pool is getting 20. So we have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 70. So 1,370. Home maintenance is a new envelope. So this is gonna combine home maintenance and renovations into one. So we have 50, 70, 80, $90 in home maintenance. So I'm excited to get this one built up a bit because it's for anything that breaks in our house. And if you're a homeowner, you know how that goes. So annual memberships is getting 10. So we have 100, 200, 10, 20, 30. So 230. Tax prep is getting 100. So we have 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, $1,000, $1,100. And this is to pay our CPA for preparing our tax filings when it is tax time. So that is it for our long-term sinking funds. Next, we'll do our holiday sinking funds. I just love, I've never used the ebony binder in my setup and I am loving it. So for Valentine's Day, we're not doing anything because that one is fully funded. For Easter, we are doing $5. So we have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 75, 80, 85, 90. So 390. Mother's Day is getting $10. So we have 100, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190 in Mother's Day. Father's Day is getting $5, and I do believe it is now fully funded. So we have 100, 150, 170, 180, 185, 90, 95, 200. So I saved 300 last year. It was way too much. So we're gonna, Chris and I talked about it, and all he really wants to do on Father's Day is go golfing with the boys, like our kids, our 2 boys. So that's what he said he wants to do, and he said 200 is more than enough for that. So Independence Day is getting $40. So we have 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420. Trick or treat is not getting stuffed. So we have 225. I'm going to see if we spend that 25 between now and Halloween. I highly doubt it. But I'm going to have this one be fully funded at 200 because we don't do anything for Halloween with the exception of trick or treating. So Thanksgiving is going to be getting 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 470, 480, 495, 500. So this one is also fully funded. And I think I'm going to actually grab some fully funded placeholders so that when I'm doing my cash planning next time, I remember that I don't need to stuff these. So I'm hoping I have some fully funded, oh, right in the front. Oh, 2 of them. How perfect is that? I don't think there's anything else that's fully funded right now, so this will be perfect. So we'll slide this right in here. And then Father's Day is also fully funded. That way when I'm going through, I can remember. Okay, Black Friday is also fully funded. This is why I love stuffing for holidays, because then it's like guilt-free spending. You can enjoy the holiday and not worry about the money. So Christmas has 2,500, 678, 859, 950. And this one does not ever get fully funded because we like to be as generous as possible around Christmas time. Oh, New Year's Eve is also fully funded. Birthday parties is getting $20. So we have 520. We have $500 in the bank right now. Gift giving is also getting $20. So we have 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 390, 400. So I always say this one is fully funded at 400, but I do actually need to take some cash out of there for a gift I got for one of my kids' friends' birthday parties. So that one's technically not fully funded anymore once I pull that cash out. So we have 100, 10, 25. So 125 in seasonal activities. All right, and that is going to be it for our holiday sinking funds. Next, we'll do some savings challenges. And as always, we are going to start with the 10K savings challenge. And this binder did not really change, but I did add the Pine Haven mini dashboard. So this will be coming to the shop soon. I just need to create the listing. But I have some other things that we're going to launch. So I'm just kind of waiting to do it all at once because if I can save you guys on shipping, I will. So this is a really big week for our 10K savings challenge. We are saving $350 this week, which is why we are stuffing a little bit less into our other sinking funds because I still needed to stay within our cash stuffing budget. So we, we're stuffing less. So 350 is what we're adding. But our huge goal right now is to save, so I'm actually really excited about this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 650, 700 saved up so far for the month of October. Then one more week and we only have 2 months left, which is crazy. I cannot believe that. Next, we have our emergency fund savings challenge, and I did switch up the way this one looks. It actually kind of looks like how my 10K savings challenge used to look like. And then I did add the clear envelopes because, like I said, I needed a different vibe. So this is our rainy day savings challenge, and this one is customizable. So I made it $15 per bubble, and at the end we're gonna save $900. So we are gonna be filling in 2 bubbles this week for this one. Which means we are saving $30. So far for this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 20, 30, 35, 40. So 540 saved up in this one so far. I do really like these clear cash envelopes. I haven't used them in a while. I used to use them. Oh, I've got my these little things that when you, where's the other one? Is that one stuck? What's going on? There we go. I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but this is what I'm talking about. Just like, stop focusing. Yeah, these little clear dots that end up everywhere whenever you get these envelopes. Okay, so the $5 savings challenge, each bubble's worth $5 and you save $270 when you fill them all in. We are doing 2 bubbles for this one as well. So if you watched my video, I know I keep saying that, but when I first went through and did all my cash stuffing planning, we had some money to work with, and technically we still do. But I was like, I'll just add to my savings. So instead of doing 1 bubble, I added another bubble. So each one of these challenges, I'll be stuffing 2 bubbles. So we have 100, 150, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So 185 saved in this one so far. And this money will go into our emergency fund savings challenge, or our emergency fund savings account. Because like I said, that's our big goal right now, is to save 6 months worth of expenses. So $10 savings challenge, each bubble is worth 10 and you save $540 at the end. So we will fill in 2 of these bubbles. My goal is to get all these trackers filled up by the end of the year. So 2 $10. So in this one, we have 1, 2, 300, 320, 340, 350, 60, 70, 80. So 380 saved up so far for this one. A lot of people ask in the comments too what kind of marker I use for these trackers. I just use a Expo wet erase marker. They're very inexpensive. So this is the $20 savings challenge, and each bubble's worth 20. You save 1,080 at the end. Or like when you fill up the whole tracker is what I meant. So we are going to be stuffing 2 20s for this one. So far for this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60. So 660 saved up in this one so far. All right, and now we get to do my new Stranger Things savings challenges. All right, so if you missed my video, Chris from OhMamaBudget gifted me some more Stranger Things savings challenges, and I think that these are new to her shop. So she does still have the scratch offs, I believe, and her shop is linked in the description. But look at these, they're so perfect. I put Steve in the front because everybody loves Steve. So yeah, they're all of the characters. I don't know like how much each bubble, like I call them bubbles, how much they're worth, so like the value. So we'll just scratch a couple and kind of get a feel for it and see where we're at. But I think I am going to start with these scratch offs, the ones that we have been doing, and then we'll also add the $85 that we scratched off last week. We'll add that into what we've saved so far. All right, so far we've saved 1, 200, 253, 354, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. So 495 is what we have saved so far. And I did add that extra 5 in because I think I miscounted or something happened with my cash stuffing last week with the 5. So I was short of 5. But I made it up this week. So I'm gonna bring you guys down so you can see better. All right, so we are gonna start with this one. We have one more scratch off to do on this one. So we saved $9. Next, we'll do Friends Don't Lie. And we saved $7 with this one. All right, and then I think we'll do, how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 4 this week. All right, so we scratched off, if it'll focus, $13. All right, and then we have 9 left on this one, so we can, let's scratch off 4 on this one. So we got L, which is 2. Ooh, another L, so that's 4. Dustin, which is 6, so that's 10, and then another Dustin. So 2 L's and 2 Dustins. So that is $16 total for this one. And then we'll do 2 on this one. I'm just kind of trying to catch them up so we get done with them like roughly at the same time. So this one's a bit bigger. So this one is 13. So you save between 5 and 20 on this one. So I'm weird. I like to get all of the stuff off. So 13 and 13 and 14. So that is $27 total. All right, and then we'll do one of these. Save between $2 and $10 with this one. So we got $2. Just give you the close up there. All right, and then Eddie, we are already done with. So go ahead and get these put back in. And then we'll add that up in a minute, but I think let's just do Hopper. We can maybe start from the back. So we'll scratch off one of these. All right, so this one is 9. Again, I'll give you a close up. These are really good quality, you guys. Like, these are so nice. All right, so we got 9, and then I think Joyce is, yeah, we'll do her too. So these are like the perfect amount, I feel like. So we got $11, which is perfect. So we'll add everything up. All right, so we have 9, 7, 13, 16, 27, 2, 9, and 11. So we'll round that up to $95 is what we'll grab out of the bank to stuff those. Yeah, I am just like beyond obsessed with this binder. Like, Chris, you are just the best. She also sent me an adorable sticker, which I promptly put on my laptop. And Anyone that knows me knows I don't usually put stickers on things, but this was the exception and it will live on my laptop forever. It is so cute. I'll pop a picture up so you guys can see it. All right, I'm just gonna move you guys back up a little bit. And then the only other thing we have to do is add the $1 bills that we pulled out of my wallet to our $1 savings challenge. So all of the $1 bills that survive in my wallet throughout the week get added to the savings challenge. And it's just a little something fun that I like to do. So we'll count that at the end of the year, see how much we came up with. I'm excited to do it the entire year next year because I started this midway through the year, maybe in like June or July, I think. So I haven't been doing it for super long. And don't quote me on that. I don't remember exactly when I started it, but I know it was not in January. So I'm excited to do it for an entire full year in 2026 to see how many $1 bills we can collect. But that does bring us to the end of this week's cash stuffing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it blessed you in some way, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Have a great week, you guys.